Atalanta BC vs Frosinone prediction, team news, lineups preview. Two sides on opposite spectrums of the Serie A form table meet at the Gewiss Arena on Monday, when Atalanta BC host Frosinone. La DEA will be in high spirits after reaching yet another Coppa Italia semi-final in midweek, while Frosinone were convincingly beaten at the same stage by Juventus. Match preview. It was another famous night for Atalanta under Gianpiero Gasperini on Wednesday, when they went to San Siro and knocked AC Milan out of the Coppa. Tun Koopmeiners was the hero of the hour, scoring the winner from the penalty spot after also dragging his side level just moments after Rafael Leo had given Milan the lead late in the first half. That win seals Atalanta's place in a fourth semi-final in 6 years, the same amount they reached in their previous 110 years as a club. It also extended their exceptional recent run of form to 6 wins in 8 matches, with their only dropped points coming in a draw with Roma and a defeat to Bologna, both away from home. The draw at the Stadio Olimpico came last Sunday, and kept them in the race for the top 4, as 7 clubs are separated by just 6 points, and it was Koopmeiners once again who got on the scoresheet for La DEA. With Atalanta not in action next weekend due to the Super Coppa, it means they have 3 straight home games to potentially take advantage of, against Frosinone, Udinese and Lazio. Despite the absence of Ademola Lookman, who has gone to the Africa Cup of Nations with Nigeria, Gasperini's other attacking options have risen from the shadows and played a pivotal part in their success in 2024 so far. With Koopmeiners in great scoring form, Alexei Miranchuk has also become a prominent figure in the team, scoring twice, setting up another and winning 2 penalties in 3 games, while Charles de Ketelaere also has 3 goals in that time. Facing a side in such form will be of great concern to Frosinone, who come into the clash as one of the most out-of-form sides in Italy. A 4-0 defeat in their Coppa quarter-final versus Juve on Thursday was their 4th consecutive defeat, and their last 6 league games have yielded just 1 point. While the fall-off after a great start has been hugely disappointing, it is ultimately unsurprising given the youthful nature of the squad, and manager Eusebio Di Francesco referenced this after their defeat at home to Monza last weekend. The latest defeats weigh a bit. They are annoying above all because of how they arrived. I find it hard to say that we have lost lately because our opponent has dominated us. We need to raise the concept of attention during the game, said Di Francesco. Frosinone have scored in all 5 of their league defeats across that 6-game period, but the lack of attention referenced by the manager has been part of the reason why they have also conceded 13 goals in that time. Their recent run of form makes their 4-0 win at the Maradona against current champions Napoli in the Coppa even more remarkable, sandwiched in between a run of 7 games without a win. That has seen them fall to 15th, just 5 points from safety, and unless this current form is arrested, that gap will continue to get shorter, with the sides in the bottom 4 starting to gain ground on those above them. Team news. Gasperini surprisingly made no changes to his side for the cup game at San Siro, so could remain unchanged again after a superb result. The only question mark surrounds Martin de Roon, who went off with concussion after a clash of heads with Simon Kjaer in the first half. Lookman is the only absentee on international duty in the Atalanta ranks, but El Bilal Touré remains out for the foreseeable future, and defenders Hans Haetboer and Rafael Toloi are also currently sidelined. Di Francesco rang the changes more for their cup tie in midweek, so multiple alterations could be on the cards for the visitors. Luca Mazzatelli and Arijan Ibrahimovic were given their first starts since returning from injury, while backup goalkeeper Michel Serafellini was also chosen in the cup again. Matthias Sol was only named as a substitute against his parent club on Thursday but should start here despite a mixed day against Monza last weekend. After being at fault for the second Monza goal, and then putting through his own net to make 0-3, Sol scored the second as Frosinone threatened to mount a comeback, but it was ultimately too late. Sol's influence in the attacking third has been priceless, though, as his 8 league goals is only bettered by Lautaro Martinez, Olivier Giroud and Domenico Berardi in Serie A. On the injury front, Jamie Baez and Anthony Iono are both out, while Ricardo Marquitza is doubtful with a thigh problem. Atalanta BC possible starting lineup: Carnesecchi, Scalvini, Jimsiti, Kolasinek, Home, Pasalic, Ederson, Koopmeiners, Ruggieri, Miranchuk, De Ketelaere. Frosinone possible starting lineup: Tirati, Monterisi, Accoli, Bonifazi, Larola, Mazzatelli, Baranecchia, Harui, Sol, Ko Jorge, Rainier. We say, Atalanta BC 5-1 Frosinone. Atalanta are flying high at present, with 6 wins from 8, and despite the absence of Lookman. Others have stepped up to fill the goal-scoring void, so a big win could be on the cards. Frosinone have the worst away record in the division, having taken just 2 points from 9 games on the road. And only Salernitana have a worse defensive record, so this could get very ugly for the out-of-form visitors. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.